Okay, so it's time to go through the theme options here. And what it is called is the Muffin options. And what I like to think of the Muffin options is we're just going to call it the static options. It's a lot easier to think of it that way. The static options. It's things that'll always stay the same throughout the entire website. Uh, it won't ever change. So to change it, whenever you find something that looks like it's just moving from page to page, look here first. If you're confused. So we'll start off here with when you make a pre-built website or when you install the pre-built website, it imports all of the Muffin options in here for that pre-built website. So things like this, we're not really going to need to mess with on this page, but we're gonna want to mess with logo. So we're gonna want to replace the logo for sure. Now, if you were as fortunate as I was, or unfortunate, you would have downloaded a picture that had a background. So this is a white background, and we're gonna see that this theme that I have is transparent where that would be. So it would clash because it's a little blue hue, and honestly, if the logo looks ugly on the website, they're not gonna want it. You could see there's still a little bit of transparency there, and if their logo was solid, it would just ruin the whole front page of it, and they wouldn't like it. So what I use is onlinepng tools.com/create-transparent-png, and you drag your PNG right here, and it will find out that the background is white, and it will try and create that. It'll look like this for you. So it looks like that, and to tweak it a little bit here to get it just right, because this font is a little funky, and this flower here is a little small, a little small amounts of pixels around there. It could be hard to get it just right. So we put a preview transparency mask on here. I think it started out with 25% and it looked a little choppy. So I tried it out on 35%. That looked a little bit more ugly. So I went to 15 and that was my favorite. I saved it and now it's in here as this. Still looks a little choppy right here, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. So press browse. Drag your file in, select the file. Now that it's in there, it'll always be in there. You don't have to drag and drop anymore. It's just going to be in there forever. So you select the file and press save changes. We're going to see how this looks. Okay, I mean, it's a little bit small. It's actually very small. And the reason for that is because it's more square than what we had here before. What we had here before is long. It's a lot longer than this. So we have this replacing that, and it's making it look a lot smaller. If they could provide me a better image, we can bring that up, or if they just let me go ahead and make this long, we just cut that out, pop that on the side, cut that out, pop that on the other side. We could do that easily with Canva. We're going to find out what the size of this was here. So the bigger one was 355 by 100. We'll go to create a design, custom dimensions, 355 100. Pop that thing back in there. Well, we didn't really have to do that because we already had one, but whatever. Make it as big as we can. I'm going to double click here. Take this. Might cut off that G a little bit. Click done. Move that. Drag that over here, make it big again just so that we can get this right. Double click. You get family. Done. Actually, might want to make that a little bit smaller just so it doesn't bleed into what we're doing on the other one. Click done. Make another. Get it bigger. Click done. Oh boy, did not mean to press that. Okay. Make that 200 again. Scale this. I'm going to put this close to here so I can make it so that the font is almost the same. I'll pop this next to this one. Make it almost the same here. A little bit bigger. Let's make it, there we go. Okay. There it is. So, is it the best? No. Will it work for now until they provide us a new logo? If they like what we've done? Absolutely. And if you don't want it to do that, just press Command and it won't tack your stuff up. Dental looks a little bit bigger than all of them still. All right, that'll do. So let's publish that. Click download, click transparent background. Okay, let me go back to our website here, drag that in, and we're off to the races. So let's go back to theme options. Trade this out with our new logo. Save changes. And let's see how it looks. That looks 10 times better, in my opinion. Still a little bit small, but it'll do for now, unless they have another logo. That's what we have. Those are the resources we have. So that's what we'll do. You don't really have to mess with anything here if you picked a pre-built website. So let's move on to header and subheader here. Our theme picked out the transparent header. As you can see here, it's still a little transparent. Works like that. And the background image for pages here, so if I go to About Us, you can see that background picture. That's what that is right there. So if you want to change the background of the header, that's where that is, right there. It is parallax. The sticky header means that the header will follow you wherever you go. If you don't like that option, you can always click off, click save, and we'll click home here. We'll notice that it will not follow us anymore. But I like it following us, so I'll keep that. The extras, so when you have this theme here, what they do is they tack a buy now button on here, and that goes to B theme. We can replace that with something else. Let's say, because these guys have schedule an appointment. How about that? We'll say schedule an appointment. We'll make that link. For now, we're going to copy the link address. We're going to make it go to contact for now until we make a schedule appointment page. Scroll down here. We don't have a search bar. We're not going to really need a search bar for the website that I'm building, but if you have a search bar, this is where you would edit it. So we're going to save changes here. Awesome. Our action bar is a bar that can be on the top of the website all the time. So we'll say show above the header. Schedule an appointment. To our theme, we'll put the phone number in there. Easy. And they did have a email, so we'll take that too. We'll click save and we'll check out how that looks. Pretty cool. So just like they had before, we have this now. So now they have two schedule an appointment options here. Any type of client can go ahead and obviously see where to do that. And it kind of matches what they had going on here. So they'll like that. But what we do see here, what happened here is because this schedule an appointment is too big, it kicked this down. So we can't have that. So we got to go back. Extras button here. We'll just do schedule instead. Save our changes. And that looks a lot better. So now our menu is not kicked downwards because our button is too big. Now here is the footer. This is important. So on our website right now, we can see that it says 2020. This could be live, all rights reserved. Muffin Group, that's the people who made the theme. If you leave this blank, this copyright blank, it will do that. So what I like to do is all rights reserved. And you put your business name there if you have it, or your name, or whoever you're doing business as there, so anyone can easily identify it like that. Perfect. Cool. We're not going to need to do anything for responsive here either. Now, if you eventually, when we get into digital marketing here, you should be putting in your codes here. So you'll have Google Analytics code, a Facebook Pixel code, and the Google remarketing code. If you're not doing any intensive marketing for these people yet, I would not recommend getting into it right now. Now, these social general here, these are going to be the automatic links for their Facebook and Twitter and YouTube videos and whatever you need. So you just pop that in if you need to. If you really want to mess with the colors, which I don't recommend on a pre-built website, you do it here. This is the colors for everything. So absolutely everything you can imagine, the colors are right here. Now, same with the fonts. If you change a font here, it'll change the font throughout the entire website because it is static. You change the size, it'll change the size for the entire website. And that's really about it. That's the entire Muffin options side of it. And that's what is static.